Hello, welcome to each and every one of you. I'm so grateful you're considering listening to these Dhamma talks. Without your help, this Dhamma cannot be spread. Your liking and subscribing is instrumental. It's essential in helping to spread this forest forest monk tradition, uh, to as many people as possible. Today we're at the top of page 41. We're continuing to talk about something called the 10 paramis, or the perfection of character. We've distinguished the paramis as being the components or the ingredients of what it means to be a truly virtuous person. They are distinguished from virtue in the Pali Canon. So we've reached number 4, which is wisdom. And this wisdom is always distinguished from intellect. It has virtually nothing to do with the brain's ability to memorize and to have an understanding, a comprehension of what it's memorized, an understanding of the vocabulary, and this is what is essential in our secular life. We have to learn how to do something by going to school or learning a trade, whatever it might be, and we have to learn it well enough to be skillful. This is not at all what is meant by wisdom in the Buddhist teachings. The wisdom is something that happens directly to the heart. It's an opening of the heart as a home or a source of the pure Dhamma, which has characteristics of loving kindness and goodwill, compassion, sympathetic joy, a peace of mind. It's not anything to do with intellect. It cannot be achieved by reading books, listening to YouTube videos, hearing someone else tell you, quote, the truth. It can only arise through your direct practice of meditation and mindfulness. It says there's a better definition, or there's an expanded definition on page 35. Number 5 is vidya, which is effort or energy. It's also described on page 32, but in short, it's the ability to focus the mind so that it becomes like a laser or single pointed in its ability to stay focused on a single meditation object, and then to be used to investigate, to analyze, to inspect, to consider the teachings of the Buddha insofar as they relate to you and your life. This energy, it's quite intense. In order for it to defeat the kilesa, we have to do it even when we're sleepy. We have to do it when we're bored. We have to cultivate it, I'll say, under adverse conditions, outside noises, distractions. We must persevere. We must have patient perseverance. That's all various forms that energy takes. And right effort, I believe, is number 6 on the path. There is effort that can be very intense, but it doesn't result in the reaching the final goal because it's not right effort. So right effort is essential for us to practice concentration and to experience the awakening of wisdom within our own heart mind. Number 6 is a kanti, that's a patient perseverance. It's just getting back on the horse when we've been bucked off. It's just trying and trying. I raised 3 children as a single dad, and one of them was a newborn baby, and the number of times that he fell down when he was trying to walk, I can't count them, but at first he would cry just from the scared, being startled from the standing position to falling down and losing his balance, all the physiological phenomena that might have occurred, but obviously he was in good health, and he persevered. He patiently persevered. He learned to walk, and of course, once he learned to walk, he learned to run, so to speak. So there's more detail about patient perseverance on page 12. But for us as adults, the idiom might just be just keep trying. Just keep trying. Number 7, sakka is truthfulness, the commitment to be true to oneself and others. So that's a form of right speech. Certainly right speech is essential as a form of truthfulness, but it's having the character that one can trust, having the character that doesn't engage in any form of betrayal. That the betrayals, especially that end marriages, end friendships, end business partners. One partner betrays the trust of the other, embezzles money, or does something in the business that is inappropriate, unwholesome, dishonest, and the same in any relationship between friends of any age, co-workers, family members. We have to have this sense that we can be trusted, and that what we say is true and how we act is true, and without that we're bound to suffer the pain of a dissolution of a marriage, a friendship, a business, etc. Number 8, aditan is a strong determination, true resolve. That's defined in more detail on page 13, but it's coupled with patient perseverance. So the strong determination is that getting up and getting back on the horse, as they say. It's a commitment that we make. We resolve to take refuge in the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. And that is a kind of promise, it's a statement, it's a commitment that we make, that we will not betray. We will have spoken truthfully. We will not betray ourselves or betray others by losing our determination to walk the Eightfold Path. Number 9, metta, loving kindness. That was covered on page 30. And there's a whole poem about the art of loving kindness, I think on page 2 or 3. So you can review those, what constitutes that, what that looks like as a practice. The Buddha wants us to see these things as they appear, as experiences, as speech, as thoughts in our daily life. So, loving kindness is something that we cultivate towards all beings, omitting none, beings that we can see and beings we cannot see, beings that are human and beings that are non-human, beings who might have been our enemy, might have been one of our tormentors, someone who betrayed a trust with us. It could be any being. It could be a mosquito, head lice, a tick, a snake. If it's a being, we're going to have feelings of loving kindness towards that being. We're going to recognize that that being treasures its life every bit as much as we do if we're healthy minded, and we don't want to do anything that causes suffering to ourselves or others. It's essential that we recognize ourself as an important being that is entitled to, that is deserving of this loving kindness. If we fail to share this loving kindness with our own sense of self, we will most likely fail to share genuine loving kindness with others. In other words, it's something that needs to flow out of our own heart and into the world. And the first being that it touches as it flows out of the heart is what we call us. It has to touch us in order for it to have a healing quality. And number 10, upekkha, equanimity, that's also mentioned on page 30. It means a balanced mind. We're neither craving and we're not having aversion. We're neither lazy mentally or physically. We're neither happy nor unhappy. We're in this state of equanimity, of tranquility that is sometimes called peace of mind. And it's not something that we can imagine. It's not something that we can honestly fake. We may deceive others in the way we wander around in the world. We may seem to be peaceful, but there may very well be a great deal of inner turmoil going on. I have watched these true life crime solving videos from time to time, and oftentimes friends and family members testify in court that it's impossible that this person they know and love could have done something so outrageous, so heinous. They just testify that no, they know this person and this person must be innocent. Well, in almost every case, the person is not innocent. So the point is, however they were able to express themselves in the world, their inner turmoil was extreme, their inner suffering was extreme. They might have fooled others, but they never fooled themselves. One more comment about equanimity. It's one of the viharas, it's one of the abodes that we wish to dwell in. Loving kindness, compassion, sympathetic joy, and equanimity. And many people, many people, when they hear about equanimity or tranquility, they think it sounds really boring. And by conventional standards of excitement and fun and going to rock concerts and sporting events where 40,000 people are shouting and screaming and the traffic jams afterwards, etc., certainly by those standards of fun, using intoxicants, getting really drunk or really high. Yes, equanimity is boring, but it's a tranquility that is totally satisfying. We never have a sense of lacking anything. We're never driven to be greedy or to crave or to be disappointed or disillusioned. Everything is already all right. That's the beauty of equanimity. That's the beauty of tranquility or a peaceful mind. There's just no impulse to change the present moment because the present moment is totally satisfying. Thank you very much. If you've reached the end of this page 41, I'm deeply grateful to you for your commitment to the Dhamma. You can be certain that with strong determination and patient perseverance, you will be successful. The Buddha guarantees this to us if we have right effort, if we cultivate these 10 paramis in our daily life, we're bound to be successful. Thank you. Thank you very much.